up? What up? What up? How you guys doing? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been taking care of some business and things, but it's good to be back. But I have been watching the markets. I have been trying to, study in my downtime. You know what I mean? Trying to get right, man. But yeah, anyway, back. Good to be back here. I've heard a lot of stuff moving around. I heard the markets were pretty active. And I've also saw that the market was pretty active the last couple days. But anyway, yeah, man. It's been like 2 weeks since I've been trading. This will be the first day if I trade. I've refunded the account. As you remember, the last time I had a huge loss. Well, for a small account, it was a huge loss. It was $352. So that what do you call it? That pretty much shut me out. So I had to refund the account. So anyway, I put 600 this time. Give me a little leeway, to make one or two bad trades. You really don't have much leeway, but yeah, you can afford like one or two bad trades. But anyway, I'm not looking to make any of those. But it's the nature of the business. So anyway, yeah, starting with 600, and actually the buying power has not been adjusted. I'm just noticing that. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna have to contact SureTrader here because the buying power should be 3,600. But let me go ahead and reach out to them right now, so I could be ready for the opening bell. So anyway, yeah, guys, I've been watching the markets and trying to just tweak and refine my strategy. Um, to make sure that when I come back better than ever. So a couple things I've tweaked. Buying power update here. I'm requesting it now. Just requested my buying power, but they're not open yet. I don't think they open till 8:30 um, U.S. Eastern time. But anyway, yeah. So what I've done now, I've decreased my max share size that I'm gonna play with. So if you look down here, I hit the high key is 250. That's the max I can get. That's the maximum I can get. I can get 100, 200, or 250. Um, that goes for long or short. Long or short. You can see it's moving, how it's moving there. Alright, so anyway, that's one of the provisions that I made. As I said, I have to mitigate risk, especially while I'm down this low. Yeah, I know at one time I went all in, but you don't do that until you know what I mean. You're like guru. You know what I mean? I'm pretty good at this. I've been doing it a while, but I'm no guru yet. So you want to mitigate your risk. You don't want to go all in because yeah, if you're right, you're gonna make big money. But if you're wrong, then what? You're gonna lose big money. And when you have 600, 700, anything like 1,500 or below, that money can go quickly. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna start with 250, and I'm gonna shoot for at least 20 cent to 50 cent moves per day, or a total of 20 to 50 cent per day. So that means I can get 15 cent on one stock, 30 cent on another stock, whatever, 5 cent, and get out on another stock. But I want to get up to 50 cent a day. If you get 20 cent, that's $50. 40 cents is $100. You know what I mean? So basically, I just want to look and find A plus trades. Basically trades that will um, trades that have the potential to hit, go up a dollar, 50 cent or a dollar. You know what I mean? Instead of, don't mess with the ones that you only see a range of 5, 10 cent. That's the maximum. If that's the maximum it can go, that doesn't mean it's gonna go those 10 cent. That's just the maximum range. So you really can only probably get 3 to 5 cent out of it. So you want to look for stocks like, say for instance, right now this AWSM rather. Sorry, it keeps hitting that 530 area, 535, and it came down to 450. So that's almost a dollar range. You know what I mean? So if you see a stock that you know, okay, and also even and after hours it went up $2 actually from the start of the run. So that shows that it does have range. And then if you look back on the daily and just kind of keep an eye on when it, the ranges that it has previously shown. This day it was over a dollar. This day was a little over a dollar. And this day, well, this is way back when, but this is a real huge day. It was like $11. Yeah, $11 range there. So anyway, that shows you that it can go. That doesn't mean it's gonna go. It just shows you that it can go. Um, so anyway, yep, you're gonna look for the best, leave the rest. I'm waiting on my buying power, so I wouldn't even trade pre-market here, even if I could. But even if I saw a good setup, I wouldn't trade it because right now the buying power should be at 3,600 because you get 6 times buying power. Some mornings they forget to update it, but that's no big deal for right now anyway. All right, so let's see what's going on while I'm here. Let's take a look at some of these plays. I'm just glad to be back, but also I'm gonna take a more cautious approach. You know, after doing this so long, you know, when I initially started, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I used to come in super optimistic. I think too optimistic. You know what I mean? To where I think when you get too optimistic, you can become gullible in this market. So you gotta. I'm not gonna say you have to, but for my sake, I say I have to have a little suspicion, a little caution. So I'm happy to be back, but also I'm gonna play it a little more cautiously. All right, so oh yeah, I told you my max size is 250. So also my max loss is 20 cent, and my max loss for the day is $50. So that means if I make that 20, if I hit that 20 cent one time, I'm done for the day. I can't trade anymore. That'll be a $50 loss plus commission, so like $65. I'm done for the day after that. So basically, my max loss on the day of any day is $50 until I can get up to $1,500 in equity. Then I will up it to $100 max loss. That's the plan. Like I said, again, you have to mitigate your risk. So if I take one bad trade that takes that 20 cent out, then hey, that's just it. I'm out for the day. I'll do my research. I'll continue to practice, and that's what you guys should do. Because I know what it is. I know that you're anxious to trade, especially when you have money in the account. So what you do to get around that is just to when you hit your max loss and you have that urge to keep trading, just do a trade simulation. Forget this. Turn this off and then do a simulation. Like put little notes on it. You see this? I have the text bar here, meaning I put text notes on the stock where I would have gotten in if this is what I was doing when I didn't have the money in here. So like where I would have got in, I would put long at I'm just gonna make an example or a short rather. In this case, I would have went short at around 5:30, and then I'm gonna put my risk here as if I'm in a trade. Risk is 545, and target is $5. This is what I would do. So when I'm not trading, and then it'll point to where you can put the arrow here, or you can take that arrow off, but this will tell you where you would have got in at. So I'm just gonna put it like here because I would have got it if I was to hypothetically. I'm not in or anything, but this is what you do. So this is how you can still stay active and interactive in the market. I know the feeling where you put money in and you might have lost. You might lose on a first trade. You might hit your max loss on the first trade of the day. And you're not ready to just stop trading. You know what I mean? You're like, oh man, I waited all day, all night for this. You know what I mean? I've studied, I researched all night, yesterday, the day before, all this crap, and then now I can't trade after 2 minutes after the bell. Nah. So in order to circumvent that, you can do little things like this. Make little notes of where you would get in, and let's see if that stock acts that way. Obviously, I'm doing this hindsight because this had already happened. But I normally like to put it like where, like up here, like before. So I would do it over here and see if the stock goes in that direction. If it does, then that means okay, I'm my mind is sharpened and I'm ready for the next time around. Or if it goes the other way, I'm like, okay, I'm glad I wasn't really in that trade. I'm glad it was just a simulation. But that's something I like to do. Let's see what stocks are going hot today. I'm not gonna stay in your way too long here. I just want to check in, let you guys know I am back. But let's see, JMU. That's another play here. That is another one. JMU. So yesterday this sucker went from a dollar, the dollar area, all the way up to almost $4. Um, I'm not sure why. I haven't. It's an ADR, so they move coherently with the others. So anyway, this sucker made almost a $3 move. So you may look for continuation. It has fallen off fairly farly since it has jumped up, and it has fallen very far from its highs. So that's a cause for concern. Not to say that the stock is over with, because sometimes you can see it curl up, hit that U shape, and continue upward. Um, that's that one. CIFS. I saw that this was because I check in, like, if I can't check in every day, I check in like every other day, and I saw that this one it's been going for a couple days, so this is definitely one to keep on watch. It kind of stagnated here, but I mean you keep it on watch, see if volume comes in. Um, yeah, so you have BPTH. Everybody heard about this one. It went from the $2 area, or a low of 184 here, all the way up to 884. So that's wow, that's a whole $8 move in like one day, or 2 days rather. But yeah, see what happens is you get stocks like this. They're called, like, I call them catalyst plays. What that means to me is once you see one stock, taking off like this, it usually is a catalyst to just start a lot of other stocks to try to do the same thing. So usually once you see that one, then this is an indication that okay, this next day and maybe a couple days, you're gonna see some runners just because um, they follow the actions. Other stocks, or basically what it is traders, market makers, and I don't want to get into all that, but I'm just gonna right now. I'm gonna say traders. Traders, are looking for other plays because they missed out on the big move here, or even if they got a piece of it, now they're hungry for more, and so they kind of hop off the bandwagon after they saw that it did go so high in one day. They're like, okay, I'm not gonna really mess with this one the next day, so they're looking for something else, and that's when you see other things open up, like the CIFS and the JMUs and all of that. That's why you start to see these plays. You see these plays happen after the BPTH. All right, so anyway, the overall market is looking. Let me go ahead and see what the SPY is doing. The overall, I read the headline this morning that it was kind of going down, I think. No, it's pretty stagnant, and actually, it's bouncing back. Basically, it's bouncing back from its daily lows. Still hasn't hit the high of yesterday yet, 281. So anyway, the overall market is just in consolidation. So you may see some stocks, trying to follow that basically. So let's see. I haven't really watched the market for too long here. Uh, yeah, it had a good rally here. I missed this period of time where it just rallied up. It was just all green, 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 green. You know, it was like what, one, two, three, four green days, 5 green days in a row, 4 green days, then a little, a small red, then another green. But anyway, as you can see, it's still heading higher. So that's the good thing for it overall. It's bounced back from its December massacre, bloody massacre, and now it's continuing its rally. All right, guys. So anyway, like I said, I will be updating you guys if I do make any trades. For now, I'm waiting on the buying power. Hopefully, they get it turned on before the bell, which they normally, they open at 8:30. So I will be giving them a call. I did put through the request, the buying power request through the website, but I'll give them a call if it doesn't update by 9. But anyway, this should be 3600, so don't mind this for right now. But it doesn't really even matter because I'm only going to be trading 250 max anyway. So, but anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. I have a strategy. I'm sticking to it, just revising it, and I'll let you know how it goes. Take care.